outside of his door now for quite a while, knocking, ringing his doorbell. There's no answer. If he's in bed, he's in trouble. I shall ring him in a minute, see what's going on. Honestly, I get up early just for him, and this is the way it goes. See what, mate?
Have a look at the back fence.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Dad, you turn that camera off.
He's in bed. He was in bed, everybody. Unbelievable. Still in his pants. Still waiting. I can hear him upstairs stomping around. Trying to find his clothes, trying to find his shoes. He's coming down now. What you got to say for yourself?
Listen.
No, what you got to say for yourself?
I've got the credit cards.
Wow, now there's a first. Got in the car hoping it will hurry him up. We're a bit tidally constrained where we're planning to go today. It's a spring tide, and to get back in time is a bit of a problem, so any delay is going to create a problem down the line.
Hey, did I ever give you that sound?
Still waiting. It's like deja vu. I've had this before. I've been sat in the car waiting. I remember it so often. I think he's coming. Maybe not. Maybe I was being a bit hopeful. Yeah, he's coming.
You must be off without my breakfast. Not good for old people, this sort of rushing around, you know. He's rushed me. Honestly. He said 8:30. It was 9 o'clock.
He said 8 o'clock.
He said 8:30.
He's even checked his messages.
He turns up at 8. I'm in my cax and my t-shirt, and I look at the text, and it was 8 o'clock. Honestly.
That's as good as an apology, that is. Sunny today.
Yeah. It's a bit like our trip to Falmouth. Moderate, slight to moderate. And you ended up sick for 12 hours. Today it's supposed to be sunshine and 20 degrees. Virtually sub-zero.
It's raining, and it's, look at the mist.
So.
Very low tides today, 0.16.
Well, I'm going to ransack his boat for some kind of portent that breakfast might be available in one locker or another, but I'm not very hopeful. That's my initial plan. I'm really quite hungry.
Why are you hungry?
Well, you came early, and
I didn't come early.
I had my sourdough bread ready to toast for Marmite and marmalade, but at no time. I'm rushed off.
He hasn't had any breakfast because he was in bed when I arrived. So, what are we doing?
Well, we're fighting against the flood tide in the Bewley.
As always.
As always. There's not enough wind to sail, really. Sorry, Josh. And we're heading up to the Itchen. We're going to anchor and try and find you all a nice new pub for lunch, if we get time. The challenge is, as he'll show you on screen, there's only 0.1 over the bar at low tide, so we have to get back.
We've got to be back for 16:45, or we're going to be anchored out overnight for most of the evening.
Anchored out overnight for most of the evening.
Anyway, we're going up the Itchen. We're going up the Itchen.
Can't you even string words together? You've been up ages.
Do you know what's up the Itchen?
I don't know, but it probably
needs
scratching.
To be honest,
no.
It's not a lot. We go under a bridge.
Oh no, have you checked
and it's a bit industrial, but there's Saxon's Wharf Marina, and there's a few old boatyards.
Oh, very good.
And there's a pub called the Old Farmhouse, just 10 minutes walk.
Have you checked it's open? And it really
I've
is
checked it's open. I haven't booked anything.
Because you did book something for us in Falmouth, didn't you? And when we got there, it wasn't as you thought.
Anyway, it's called the Old Farmhouse. It's not the oldest pub in Southampton, but it's the oldest building, which is now a pub in Southampton. It's 16th century.
That's interesting.
And
I had to bring my
guess what it was
coffee
before
again.
it was a pub?
Before a pub, it was a hospital, it was a church, it was a shepherd's bothy, it was...
Let me give you a clue. It's called, as I've just said, it's called the Old Farmhouse.
Ah, maybe it was a bacon slicing factory then.
Do you know why they call Saxon's Wharf? Do you know where Saxon's Wharf got its name from?
From the Saxons, maybe.
Probably.
Tying up boats there. What were they doing, tying up boats in Southampton?
It was a major port in Saxon times. One of Alfred's ports.
Good old Alfred.
Look at the fog.
I can't see the fog.
You see that green post that we're going to hit there? Fiona, I need a little chat with you. I did record something when we went away to Falmouth the other week, but it didn't come out on the camera. But just to say that I love my cat. We love our cats.
He's just trying to get me in trouble with you, Fiona. Don't you listen to him? Don't you listen to him? I love that lovely cap you sent me. It's just that it did blow off, which you know, in the inner channel at Portland, so we couldn't risk rescuing it. Actually, I wouldn't have even risked rescuing him if he'd gone overboard. That's how kind of serious it was.
I'd have gone in for your cat, Fiona, I would have. I'd have gone for it.
No, he's just making trouble.
No, it was a very thoughtful.
It
It was a very thoughtful thing Fiona did.
It was. It was one of my bright moments.
His phone about me. I don't know what he's saying. Whatever he's saying, big pinch of salt, please. Big pinch of salt.
Well, ever since I've done my Yachtmaster, I've kept Cool Runnings securely victualled. I mean, I've got Fray Bentos pies in tins as backup. I've got emergency rations. I've got pup, baked bread always kept on board. I've got soup. I've got chocolate. I've got crisps or chips, as you Americans insist on calling them. So, having missed my breakfast today because he came early, I thought he's bound to have at least a chocolate. I'm just about to show you his victualling store cupboards. Now I know I've castigated him for his untidiness and dirtiness, so I was actually a little bit excited to see this at first, but nothing there. And then I come over the other side and look, this is his main victualling pantry. That's it. That is it. He said, well, don't worry, try the victualling store cupboard under the now tray. Here's his now tray. Look. All he's got is old bottled water and PG tips. That's it. No breakfast. Nothing.
Dave, Gary Axam.
Yeah. Hi, Gary.
Gary Axam says, I'm not surprised Dave pees a lot with the amount of tea and coffee that he drinks.
Yeah, but it's healthy, Gary. It's like, you know, what comes in goes out. It flushes the kidneys. It keeps me adrenalised, keeps me alert, which I have to be if I'm sailing with this man, because he's so laid back, so chilled out. Things go wrong very quickly. So,
you must have the most flushed kidneys.
Yeah, great. Always 2 cups of tea when I wake up in bed. I even managed to get those 2 down me before he knocked at the door early this morning. So, well spotted, but
and you know,
I'm just calibrating this conversation a bit.
Sorry, I never meant this to go on for so long. No, I didn't. But another question. You remember you blamed me for the close shave we had when we anchored in the River Fowl?
Yes.
We got to
yes,
point 1 or so. We sort of, yeah, he blamed me for that. So Shaky Angler, I love Shaky Angler, he says this. So, it is the job of the master of the vessel to always, always, always be responsible for the set of the anchor.
Yeah, but I agree to a degree, Shaky, but there are always exceptions, even to your good rules. And if you've got a competent yacht master on board who you trust and whose judgment previously has been at least 50% right, You'd expect him to be able to say, yeah, great spot, or no, let's not do this day. But no, nothing.
No, I know he's. I know
careless.
he's right. I know this is all absolute nonsense because he never ever gives me such a wonderful review as that. A competent yachtsmaster who you trust with everything. He only uses that language when he's trying to get out of trouble. So thanks, Shaky. Proven right again.
No.
Now, we've got one follower who I admire completely, Hillary. Hillary's the chap that doesn't ever want you near his boat because you spill tea and coffee all the time.
Oh, he goes
Do you remember
on
Hillary?
and on, yeah,
Well,
on and on.
Very observant, Hillary is.
On and on.
Anyway, Hillary, do you remember we talked about my underpants flying off of your
I
car
do
line?
remember that, yeah.
So Hillary writes this. He said, Dave, according to Samuel Pepys, the most convivial and glorious place to dry underpants is clipped to the flagstaff above the ensign, which accordeth his majesty much amusement. However, later studies by the University of Gosport Marine Department indicate that the Mary Rose was lost when His Majesty's smalls were a bit on the large side, caught the wind and heeled the ship over, and over it sank.
Hillary, you need to get a life, man. I mean, history is one thing, this nonsense is quite another. And by the way, talking about tea and coffee...
That was funny, Hillary.
Oh, it might be, but I mean, surely he's got better things to do.
He's given me a good idea as to where I'm going to place my pants next time they need an airing.
Well, they won't give Her Majesty any interest or amusement. But what I can tell you, Hillary, is that talking about tea and coffee, which is important, I had to bring my own coffee on board again.
Dave.
What now?
Chris Monk. Hello, Chris. Chris is based on Buckler's Hard. We like Chris. Chris says this: great to see you taking your crew's comments about your fetid boat to heart. This is talking about you and Cool Runnings.
What?
Dave, giving Cool Runnings a thorough washdown. No, I saw Dave giving Cool Runnings a thorough washdown yesterday morning whilst clogging up the Buckler's Hard fuel berth.
You could at least have come over and given us a bit of a hand. We're getting fog signals, by the way, Chris Monk.
Yeah, we are. It's getting foggier and foggier, this. This is the AAS on Navionics. Wash below. Big wash. Gives you a warning when, very, very high piercing warning whenever you're got any proximity to another boat.
So here's the plan. We'll catch the fair tide up Southampton Water and we'll follow the small boat channel on the starboard side. As we approach the River Itchen, we'll cut across these shallows as we have 4.9 metres of tide today at midday. We'll go under the large Itchen Bridge, which is 25 metres air height, past St Mary's football ground on the port side. We'll then sweep around the end of the river to port, past Saxon's Wharf Marina. We want to see if we can scrounge a stop for lunch right here at what's called Driver's Dry Stack Boatyard. Well, we've no idea what we're going to find. If we can't stay there, then we'll pull into Saxon's Wharf, pay our money and walk to the old farmhouse to pub.
Just entering the River Itchen now. Oyster Yachts, Shamrock Quay, Saxon Wharf. I didn't see what this place is here, but we're going to go and see if we can hang off of it. It's a dry boat stack place. We're going to go in and go and have an ask. It's not quite like the River Fowl, is it? So these are the guys that drivers dry berthing.
Places he brings me to.
We're going to go to the old farmhouse.
The old farmhouse. Listen, we're moored up against the scrapyard. If we go back there, in June it'll be a cube this big.
Yeah, it was a bit worrying. It's different. It's not beautiful, but it's different. The old farmhouse. It's 0.3 of a mile, so it's very close.
Very close.
We'll show you what it's like.
So last time we did one of these lunchtime stops, I nearly said in the UK, I mean near Bewley, was Newport, where I was anxious all lunchtime about the tides. And what we're doing now, we're anxious about the tides.
We're very limited. We've got to get back. We've got to be on the move by at least 2 o'clock, latest 2 o'clock. Are we in the bad part of town?
I'm not sure. Are you sure you got us in the right place? That's a Suez.
Suez.
He brings me to really lovely places. What's really nice about this local community, got a little picnic area for visitors like us.
Yeah, this is a public, one of their public spaces, rather lovely. It's for young scum. So we feel a little bit, maybe we're too old for this, but anyway, I treat him well. Everything's against us today. Get in there, look, we got this now.
If we can get up those steps.
Well, yeah,
I think.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh, boy,
Up there.
look at him, he's jogging. Oh, we were right to cross here. Look, there's another one coming. Well, Dave.
Yeah, I think last time I chose the lunchtime stop, it was a little bit more ambiently pleasurable. If those.
It looks a bit busy, mate. There's a lot of cars out. They've got a table for us.
Yeah,
It's jammed. Look, it's jammed.
JS Auto's car park.
Oh, it's shut.
There is no such thing. I knew this was going to happen. Did you check it?
Yeah, I did check it. Oh, Dave, what are we going to do, mate? Oh, he's getting ratty because he hasn't had breakfast.
It's like, have you got coffee? Yes, and he didn't. Have you checked the old farmhouse? Yes, and he hasn't.
I did check it. It was open
Show
on their
them.
website.
No,
I'll
show them.
bring it up now on the screen, right now.
Right, they're not Pete Tong. Have you checked it? Yes. Had he? No.
I did check it.
You checked it on the website, and of course everybody knows the website is a totally reliable place of facts.
So anyway, we're going to find another pub, but the beautiful old farmhouse in the middle of Bitton is now a second-hand car place. Don't go there, right? Whatever you do. Now our walk has been extended, which means our walk back, which we can't afford, has been extended. I go to this sports bar now. It's locked. Is it closed? Oh dear.
Right, the next place. Failing that, there's Aldi there.
Okay, let's go this way. 12:24. We've got an hour and a half. The Rockstone we're going to now.
Closed.
What? Closed?
I know. It does say closed on the board. But now, he is actually smiling because we finally, after walking 2.5 miles against the clock with the tide against us, have found a lovely place to eat. And we've actually met the chef who's recommended pulled pork, chorizo and something else.
Burger. Meat stack.
So he's happy now.
Positives.
Yeah,
So we
positives.
found a few. We thought of a few. We've experienced different weather conditions. So
We've
we
had
have
fog. Yeah. By the way, the Cowshot Spit
Lifeboat.
Fortham marker, the big platform, does a 2-blast foghorn signal which we'd never heard before today. I'm afraid my cameraman omitted to capture it for you all, and it won't be going.
So
all
anyway,
the way
we're talking
back.
about positives.
No, let's just point out the cameraman is useless. That's very positive for me. We've also had an opportunity for a new umbrella. We've seen Bitton's communal picnic space. We've never seen that before, have we? Bitton's communal picnic space. It's a new thing for us.
What's that? Scrapyard. We've been up and close to
we
a
need
scrapyard.
pictures of that. You know,
We've heard lots of traffic noise.
yeah, you know, we talk about bringing Jill and Rachel back to our favourite places. We think they're going to love the scrapyard.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to cross this busy road.
Yeah, quiet here, isn't it?
The guy in the office, who I presume takes the mooring fees if you...
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't there, so we might get a free lunch or a free stop.
This has become a thing, hasn't it? We paid virtually nothing on our recent
We're getting used to this.
westerly trip.
By the way, Dave remembered his wallet today.
Yeah, that was good.
Rare.
No.
It's rare.
I forgot it once or twice.
No, yeah, right.
And we've also got an introduction into Bitton art.
Yeah. Hello, fella. Look at him. stopped barking since we've been here. It's like he's telling everybody we haven't paid. Look at this fella. She looks a bit slow.
Yeah. Need a sail on it.
Yeah. Tell us about it. What is it?
It's a VSP. Very extended vessel.
It sure is. Absolutely.
Sometimes go through the waves, not over.
I bet that's an interesting ride, isn't it? Ah, well done, Skipper. Anyway, anybody can come here and enjoy this place. It's really quite delightful. A bit like the Solent, David. No, it's a bit like the River Yelm.
Yeah.
The River Yelm. You got these high banks.
Yeah, and we also got away without paying for lunchtime.
Yeah, another free stop. Another free stop.
I put the kettle on, and before you go down there, I just want to make the point that Jill and I have been trying to do a new bathroom, and we're having a bit of an argument over the sinks, because I want a sink each, but I want those round bowls that sit on top of the countertop. She said no, because you are so messy when you wash, you splash water everywhere, and it's just causing...
Have you just messed up down there?
Well, I'm just suggesting it might be a bit...
Oh, for goodness sake, let's go and have a look. You put it on the wrong side.
Yeah, because the other side doesn't work.
Have you flooded it?
It might have a bit.
Crying out loud. He's totally flooded my gas. He has. He's flooded. There's water everywhere. This is covered with water. That's covered with water down there.
I can't believe it. Guess what we're actually doing?
Yeah. Couple of purists.
Yeah, Joshua's been nagging us, so we've had to reluctantly agree that if the wind maintains, we will actually sail and tack. We've got to do a tack. I mean, that sounds awfully hard work.
Yeah, but we're gonna look up in our sailing books to remind ourselves how to do that. It's something about turning into the wind, and you've got to do some stuff with the sails. But we'll get there. We're going to do a tack around a corner.
I mean, we're yacht masters. We can do this.
Do you want to do the helming bit or the sail?
Which is easier?
The helming.
I'll do the helming.
Right, I'll handle the sails. You've got to shout, Leo!
Ready about first, and you say, ready? Can you remember that?
Ready?
He's got another blooming gadget. Another one.
Hurry up, well the battery's got round. Pump from diesel. Suck out diesel bug. Every winter I seem to get a problem. Make it easy. We'll trial it and let you know how it goes. Alright, let me just bring this to the middle.
This is death trap. Ready about?
Not yet.
Oh.
Very slowly so I can pull it all in, will you?
Yeah. Ready?
Ready?
Leo. The reason we have to do it slowly is with this marquee up, he can't use any wind. Is that slow enough for you?
Hold on there, hold on there.
Demonstrated a seamless. It's caught on his mast.
Put on my mast, sir. Right, bring it around, don't get us in irons. Oh, he's done it. He's hove to. He's hove to.
There's so much drama, I lost my
Alright,
focus.
come back round again.
Sorry, boys. It was exciting. It's dry.
I'm knackered. Have we got enough weight yet? No, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go again.
Go.
Ready about?
No, I'm not stopping to talk, we're just doing it.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how to master the manoeuvre known as tacking.
Would you hear a bit?
That was a disaster. First of all, the Jenny got caught in my mast step, so I had to rush forward. He got laughing so much, he then locked us in irons and we hove to.
Ready about?
No!
Come on, slow boat.
Ready?
Lee-ho! Perfect. Oh, what skill on the helm. Just legendary
Sit on
skill.
the helmet. I'll take all the credit, why don't you?
Whoop-woo! Whoop-woo!